Hey, what's up? How's it going? I'm checking to make sure everything works. Sounds like I can hear myself, so that is good. So, how is it going, everybody? It looks like it may just be me. Analytics are kind of saying somebody's here. But welcome if you're joining. We are going to be reviewing some PRs from my repository called Brainmarks, which is open source for Hacktoberfest. So let's get into it. For anyone who doesn't know, this is a repo called Brainmarks. All you do is, let me actually open Twitter. Okay, let me open Twitter on my computer, because what we can do is save tweets to the app. Good evening, Hendrik. How's it going? How has your day been? Okay, yeah, we can share this. This is my Twitter account. Hey, Susanna, how's it going? You're here for your public roasting. Where's the fire emoji? There we go. So we'll all stay warm because of Susanna. So one of the PRs that we're going to be reviewing today is one of the ones that Susanna put up. So that's what she means. So what this app does, if anyone is curious and hasn't seen it, let's go ahead and run it. We can, I hate that Xcode does that weird arrow thing. Okay, see, look, why is there this arrow? Why will it not stay like a cursor? So we can create a new category to save tweets. So let's call this PR live stream. We hit create, and now we have a new category. And let's save a tweet. So here's the tweet that just went out that said live in 15 minutes. The next one that I've scheduled will go live in like a second. So we copy this and then click add. Allow paste because that's still broken on 16.0. But we hit save, and now we can see the tweet inside of the app, which basically just means we can save it. But that can be super useful because we already have like Twitter bookmarks, which I'm not going to click on all the bookmarks that I have because it's just an endless abyss. But we can save all of your bookmarks, but now we can categorize them rather than just like on Twitter's app have an endless abyss of bookmark tweets. So let me, 1 second. Okay, I thought I heard something. So let's get into reviewing the open PRs that we have from my repo for Brainmarks. So this is open source for Hacktoberfest, meaning you can go to this URL and basically just clone it, create your secrets file, and start contributing. So I am also going to turn the music back on, but I'm gonna check my stream. It should be low enough that you should still be able to hear me over like all the music for sure. Oh no. Is the stream health still good? It still says excellent. I hope it's still excellent. It was struggling on my own device. Okay. Sorry if that was loud. Okay, so what we're going to do is review some of the PRs that we have. Stream is excellent, but should we be hearing music? You should be. Oh no. It was working like 5 seconds ago. Hang on. Oh no, I hear it on my side. Oh, there we go. I think it was just not loud enough. There. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you should be able to definitely hear me above all the music. Cool. I think my stream is only lagging by like a little bit. So there we go. So the first PR, let's see. Here's all the PRs that are open. And I'm only going to hopefully stream for about an hour, so I'm going to try to get through all of them within the hour. And we should be able to. They're all not too bad. So the first one we have is adding Spanish localization. adding code to highlight hashtags. So, and then lastly, adding a new widget for adding a new tweet. So the first one, Susanna, because you're here, I'll do yours, I think. But the adding highlight hashtags, that one is where all of these hashtags here will highlight like they're blue, like Twitter does, basically. You can't click on them, but if you do click on this tweet, it just brings you to like the Twitter URL and opens the tweet itself. So you can see everything, but you won't be able to actually click on the hashtags individually, like Twitter, but we're just gonna highlight them blue for right now. And then adding Spanish localization, so these words like edit and when we click create, new category, enter name of new category, that will all be in Spanish. And everything that's on settings will be in Spanish. So let's do Susanna's, because she is here so she can see it. So we can see on GitHub you added 74 lines and subtracted 27. And we are doing a new widget. So what I typically do is use the GitHub CLI. So that is the GitHub CLI to do check out the PRs, because you can do GHPR status, which is cool. And we have what, 4 PRs actually open right now? Yeah, 4 right here. And we can see all 4 of the PRs here. Actually, we see 3. Oh, they say requesting review from you, which are probably these 3. I'm probably not. No, I am on that one. Let's see, I'm on that one, I'm on that one, 2, 3. Okay, I am on all 4 of those. What is it? We have 1, 65, 66, 67. Okay, so those 3 are showing up. Oh, this last one is not showing up because it is a draft PR, so that's also why it has a different symbol. But, oh, there's a new version available. Okay, I'll do that. I will do that later. But what we can do to check out Susanna's PR, let's go home, is your PR is number 167, so we can do GHPR checkout 167, and you can see it automatically is filling in with the name that you have for that new small widget as well. Okay, so we have checked out the code. Let's wait for the Swift Package Manager to catch up. And I listen to upbeat music while I code, so that's why all of my music is always upbeat and it is not lo-fi. So I'm sorry to anybody who listens to lo-fi, but I don't. Also, be sure to like this video. I mainly am only doing live streams lately because it's a lot easier for me to do them as opposed to like making a whole video. So you can like this live stream, that would be super helpful. So here we go, let's review this. So first, let's just run it and see if it does what it should do. And so I use a PR template for all of my PRs. Ooh, do you have Spotify playlists we could follow? I listen to a lot of Blackpink when I'm coding because it's super upbeat and like half of the lyrics are in Korean, so I don't even understand them. So I don't actually have to listen to the music, sort of like understand the words. So because of that, I'll just like put on a Blackpink like playlist or something and just like listen to all of their songs. What I'm listening to at the moment right now, let me see if I can share this. It is a playlist, let me see, call share, copy link. So this one right now is a playlist to something called Stream Beats, which is basically a guy, Harris Heller, he's on YouTube and on Twitch. He made this whole playlist of like copyright free music, so like I could download these and put them in YouTube videos, but also I can stream with them. So then he pays a percentage to like all the artists that actually made this music via like whatever music is made from streaming it on Spotify. So that's pretty cool. But all of this is kind of just instrumental, like this one is dubstep. I also play the EDM and the hip hop one as well. But I just play this on shuffle. So yeah, it's pretty cool. The reason they make money off of this is because when I stream, I'll stream for like an hour or two, which is way higher than your normal average like listener who's listening to music on Spotify. So that's how the songs that he has on his playlist, like the artists get paid like more than like your average kind of person who would just upload music or something. So that's pretty cool. And so the first thing when I review a PR, I'll just read through the PR because I haven't read through this one. So we refactored to use widget bundle. You added Brainmark's URL widget to keep deep links to the show add URL view in category list. One thing you could do with this is you can make that into like a code looking comment. So if I can edit this because, you know, I made this repo so I can edit it. If you click this, it adds the like backtick symbol to that. So when I go and update that comment, it shows up like that, which is nice because it points out very specifically what is like something that's referring directly to code. So that's what it does. You could have also put this under the what it does. It doesn't really matter. But closes issue number 142. So if we look at that issue, the issue itself is adding a small widget to create a new tweet. And we will look at that in just a minute. How you tested, you run the app in the simulator, long press. Thank you for having very detailed instructions. That's super useful. And then lastly, further widgets can easily be added to the new widget bundle. Awesome. And then we have a screenshot. So these headers are part of my PR template, so people should fill out what does it do, how do you test, notes, and screenshot in every PR that somebody opens on this repo. So we can see you have the add new tweet. Let's make this bigger because GitHub makes these images like gigantic. So we have the new tweet, quickly add a tweet to Brainmarks. That looks good right here. So let's test this out. Here we go, here's the moment of truth. Hopefully it works the way it should work. So let's grab a new tweet. I don't even know how to refresh. I don't ever use... I was gonna refresh my page, but I literally don't even know how. I don't ever use Twitter on my desktop. I just have it there. Where's refresh? Go to home? Nope, we can't. How do we refresh? That's funny. Nope, that would tweet it. What did that do? That's weird. Okay, we'll just copy this tweet, this live in 4 hours tweet. Copy. And what we want to do is first add the... Did I run this? Yeah, it's running. Let's go in here, hit plus, search for Brainmarks. I don't know why widgets don't show up sometimes. It's really weird. And instead of add category, we want to do add tweet, and we can see the wording changes, which is good. So if we click the plus, there we go. We automatically go into add tweet. We'll save it to that, hit save. And now when we view it, we see the new tweet. Woo, it works. Okay, so the code all works the way it should work. Now, let's look at the files themselves for how the code's actually written. Thank goodness. Okay, so these are adding accent color, it looks like. So I just check these as viewed and it automatically collapses them, but because this is not a text, actually this is a text file, but... Oh, okay, so this file was renamed, it looks like, so I'm guessing you moved them. And we can also see this. We were in assets, yeah, then assets, logo image. We can see the folder structure actually in Xcode over here too. So the first file we have is Brainmarks widgets.swift. So that file is right here, and you renamed it because you refactored it. And the thing you added was down on 58, so that's all the widget stuff, which we've already reviewed all of that code. It's once we got down to here, Brainmarks add URL view, and then we just added that. We added the new main. I'd say that all looks good. And then we can see this is that Z stack image and then the plus circle. We can see that's what that view is, so that makes sense. It's Brainmark's add tweet. You added Brainmark's widget bundle, which makes sense. More widgets can go here. Beautiful. And then you move that one down there. Cool. So we'll put a check there. And then this is the project file where you rename some things, it looks like. That's renaming. That's renaming, renaming. Renaming, renaming, renaming. More renaming. This file is gigantic. Ooh, here's something. So I'm guessing you ran this on your phone. So this is my development team. We don't want to change it to yours because yeah, so if we look, it probably says right now, has yours, oh, is it in the widget bundle maybe? Where is that widget code? We were on, yeah, down here. Where did that do that? Signing. So usually I would see it here, but that is something that should not have changed, is the development team. So I will change that. So one thing we can do is just manually change it back to what it was right here. So if we go here, can I do a suggestion? Oh no, I'm gonna have to find where that is in the code. Okay, we'll find that later, so we'll keep this open. But yeah, the development team technically shouldn't change, and that's why I still have to look at like the project PBX project file to make sure that something didn't like accidentally change like that. Where would that have changed it? Development team. It's not there. I don't know where it changed. Because usually I would expect to see that here. Right here. Usually it's something like that would change. You changed it in the project, or yeah, I can manually change it back, which is what I'm going to do. You were having trouble building, which was actually related to renaming. It's very possible that that's why that happened, because these are building. Ooh, it might have been the scheme. That's what it was. We change the scheme. Does that change this page? I don't remember where this actually changed this, but yeah, I can manually change it back, basically. And that's what I'll do. Okay, it changed down there. Otherwise, the rest of this looks fine. Ooh, what was the category list? So within the category list file, line 103, you have switch action on the open URL action, and that's showing which one is coming open. Signing in capabilities. I thought it was there. How do you pronounce your name? Let me know so I can pronounce it correctly. Because I don't want to very poorly butcher your name. Yeah, it usually would be in signing in capabilities, but I am not seeing what I would have expected to see. Because I know that's mine. Oh, it might have been in the widgets. Yeah, it's right there. That's what the change is. So I am just going to manually change it back. Can I do the suggestion? So usually I can click the plus button here and add a suggestion. I don't know why it's not letting me right now. I think this will work. I hope. We'll see. development team equals that. Okay, that looks like it almost worked. I did not format that correctly. Do I need a tab? Did I spell development right? Okay, it's messing up the tabbing, but technically that works. I'm gonna delete it and manually change it. So I'm going to basically manually push to this branch, and then I'm going to merge the changes. So we'll just say approve, and then, oh man, we are still in all caps. Good work. And add a rocket. But then, I'm still the only person who can click this button though, I believe, but we are gonna go in and manually change that back, just in case. So we need to open up VS Code, because that is the editor I have on my computer. Yep, no problem, Susanna. It definitely happens all the time. Like, you'll sometimes notice it because your project file, the PBX project file, changed because you were renaming files, but yeah, you probably just didn't know it renamed that as well, which happens basically. Where was that? It was this lovely file. Let's look for develop. So I believe it's in 2 places. So if we have development team equals, okay, this is actually in a lot of different places, but I know too that it changed. So let's copy, that's the right one. Ooh, that one is not the right one. And I'm gonna close Xcode because it's gonna freak out. And this one is not the right one. Okay, so we did that, saved, and now when I open the project again, where did I open that? I was over here in the widgets one, and now it's back to mine. Cool. And we should see that and get status. Those 2 changed. How long have I been doing iOS development, Hendrik? I started learning iOS development in 2019, and then I got my first iOS dev job in 2021. So it's been almost 4 years, technically, of knowing iOS development. But I've only been in the industry then, really, for about a year, almost 2. So I'm going to commit this directly to her branch and say change back dev team. And I need to add it to the staging area to do that. And then I am going, let's see. Yeah, so I can push directly to this. So when we refresh, we see a new commit directly from me that says change back dev team. And Susanna, if she synced the fork that she has of the repo, she would also see that new commit. So we have that. Let's double check the files changed. Again, so we have all of those. And then we go through this again. Brain marks, create category, brain marks widgets. Renaming. And that's why I have to look through this. Even though it's an ugly file, I have to look through it to make sure that everything worked out. We have those, that looks good. Brain marks widgets, okay, yeah, that one's good. Still renaming. And there we go, beautiful. So we're just gonna still put approve, which I think it's still already approved, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay, so it says I approved, and then it says I approved again, technically, after I push new changes. Seriously, this file is ugly. It is, maybe I'll use something that makes it prettier, but at the moment, it'll still say like that for right now. But also for everybody, here we go, let's merge this PR. So merge PR from Susanna, create widgets, new small widget to add tweet, confirm merge. There we go. It is merged into the project. So if we check out to dev, wait for SPM to come back, which I'm going to be ripping out this package dependency soon. Once I fix a bug, it will finally be gone. Okay, here we go. Let's run the project and just double check that it all still works. Let's use... How do I refresh? Really though. Oh. It was Command-Shift-R, apparently. So copy link, let's do... Actually, not this. We'll allow, but... We want to go from the widget. Ooh, why did the icon disappear? That's probably because I was switching branches. But let's double check. It's running. Yeah, it's running. Add category. Oh no, where'd it go? Oh, you know why? So it's gone. The reason it's gone, I haven't pulled my code down yet. So I switched to dev. I need to do git pull. Enter. There we go. There's all that renaming stuff. There's the code change. Lock screen widget now. Yes. Let me run the code and then I'll do that. I'm so excited for the lock screen widgets. That'll be fun. Widgets thing looks nice. Hendrik, you can thank Susanna. She was the one who did that. So let's do... Add a new widget. This will be super useful, I think, honestly. Add tweet. If we click on it, we go directly into here, which is beautiful. Hit save. And there we go. Here's our live now tweet. It's so pretty. Super fun, just the whole widget concept. We can thank Apple. Yes. Okay, so because we merged this PR, it was related to this issue that we can refresh, and hopefully... Usually this closes. I don't know why this one didn't close, but we'll just close this one manually. Yeah, so close with PR number 167. Close with comment. And there we go. That issue is now closed. And then the PR is merged, so it is in dev. And there's one step that I definitely 100% forgot to show, so I'll do that for the other ones. But Susanna, you want to do lock screen widgets? Do we have anything else? So the other thing for the lock screen widget, I was thinking you could show specifically like a tweet, possibly a tweet category. So we could have like it directly link into this screen to a specific category. Maybe. So the lock screen widget could be whatever icon you have saved for the category, and then your lock screen widget could always directly go into this one. Hey Yash, how's it going? Hello, hello. But that's what I'm thinking. I'll write that in the comment as well. Go directly. So Yash, we've merged one PR. Awesome, from Susanna. And she's in chat also as well, so that's super fun to get to see everything happen live. So we could have a lock screen widget go directly to the, I think that's the tweet list view. Let me look it up. Tweet list view. Okay, we have a view model, so I'm assuming there's the view. I think it's tweet list view. Or it's tweet list. This is what it is. So yeah, that could be the lock screen widget. One PR, 3 more to go. Yes. So we could have a lock screen widget go directly to the tweet list view, and the user can on their lock screen. Does that make sense? Which category should be shown? I believe that is something you can set up via lock screen widgets. So if we went here, went to customized, add widgets, I think you can choose it. I don't 100% know. Let's see. So I have reminders on here. Set that pair. Cool. I don't have reminders in this because it's my simulator. Don't allow. So hello, hi. I believe the user can choose that. So that was reminders. If we click a new list, let's do that. Done. Can this, okay, so that showed the list. Long press, customize. So this is showing, yeah, so you'll have to figure out how to customize it, but then you can click which list you would want to show. So we would do the same thing for the configuration on that side of you would choose which category you would want to display here. And we could display like, you know, a circle with the icon maybe, something like that. I am open for brainstorming. And then let me also add that. It could with a, or it could just be the icon. It could be a that category list, or that category for that category. Okay, so that's a place you could start, but definitely open to any other things or any other ideas you would have for that specific issue, because you wouldn't really be adding a tweet from your lock screen because you'd have to copy the link already, so you wouldn't really do that from the lock screen. The only thing at the moment I could think of would be choosing a specific category to view. The other thing could be like viewing a specific tweet or something like that. I don't know, like across the whole half of the screen. Like this is a half sort of widget as opposed to one of the tiny widgets. So you could like view a tweet, but then I don't know how we would choose a specific tweet and make it into like an organized list. But that could be sort of where you start at least. There we go, sorry, I'm moving things around. And then I hope everybody is liking the stream, and be sure to like this video, and I have a buy me a coffee link for anybody who wants to. You definitely don't have to. But if you do, while I'm on stream, you'll see a whole like animation pop up over here, which is pretty cool to see. Maybe stats on how many are saved across each category and show your top 3 numbers of saved tweets. That sounds cool. The top 3, it would be hard to differentiate which ones maybe. Which categories, unless, if we look, hang on, let's look at this reminders one again. Change this one back to today. Oh, not today. Reminders, that one. So we have these 3, so you could have like a number on the left and the category name on the right. You could do that. That could be cool too. But I am open for suggestions. Just let me know which one you're doing before you do it, just so that I'm aware. But there we go, we have merged one. Let's merge another. Let's do the Spanish localization one, because that one will be generally easier. So first thing, we add Spanish localization to the project. So yeah, you both did this, which is kind of funny. This is the same thing as what's right here. So like you don't really need that part right there. It just goes down there. And then here, you can also, this issue is just general to add localizations to this. So it's open for anybody to add any localization that's pretty much not in the app yet. And doing that, This could have changed. I'm going to change the text actually right now. Instead of progress on, it says progress / closed. So like if you're working on something, you would have progress, but this would just be closed issue number 135. So I'm just going to change that. And how I tested, edit the scheme, change language to Spanish, run brain marks in simulator. Cool. Okay, the settings view was recently updated with section headers, so this was added for Spanish localization. This will have to be updated for other languages. The names of the new app icons are in English. I wasn't sure if those should be in Spanish as well or not, but I also did not figure out how to change them even if you wanted to. Yeah. Although there's a Latin America subset of Spanish localization, ES 419, I do not think that was needed for this app. I ran the simulator with ES 419 versus just ES. And verified Spanish settings are still all there. Beautiful. So there's configuration. And I do not know Spanish, so I can't confirm whether or not this is correct. I'm sure it is. And there we go. Then he had a couple comments that I've already commented on some things. He wanted to add something afterwards that wasn't there when he created the PR. So what we did instead was he did add something back, but he just pushed one new commit, I believe. That was something small. Because generally, all of these PRs, they should only have one commit attached to them. Because when we go to the code and look at the commits, it'll look something like this. So we have Susanna's one commit, I changed this one, but then we have the merge commit. And there's a lot of me changing things, but we have add localization, and then the merge commit, add one thing, and then me fixing things here and there. But it makes it easier, so like you don't have your 5-10 commits that you actually created for finishing like the task that you are working on. It's just one single commit. And we do that by squashing the commits. So add localization, I'm gonna keep that one up, but I was checking my phone. Okay, so let's run this PR. So let's GHPR checkout 165. And I'm going to get rid of this widget because I think it'll freak out. Because I just merged the widget stuff. So his is obviously not updated for that. But depending on the files that are changed, it's not too bad though. So I prefer one large commit. Yes, that is correct. So for my repo, I want to do one big commit of the feature that somebody worked on, as opposed to a bunch of small commits. Mainly because the issues that I create, so the features people are creating, are very small anyways. So generally they're not gonna exceed like 500 or so lines of code for the most part. So because of that, I'm okay with them all being one commit. So like this one was 61 lines, highlight hashtags was only 132 lines, so they're not too bad. If it was a bigger feature, maybe we would break it up into different PRs and everything. But generally all the issues, which actually let me go to those here, all of these issues are pretty small, so it's okay for them to all, it's okay for me to do them all in a single commit, like in the repo that I have right now. Also, by the way, let me know how to pronounce your name, because I don't know how, and I don't want to very poorly butcher it. But let me know so I can get it correct for you. Okay, let's do Spanish localization. So right now my phone is in English. Let's go ahead and run it though. We should see everything in English. So we see categories is the easy place to see this, and settings. Now let's go ahead and switch the scheme. System language, let's do Spanish. And then now we run it again. And there, categories is different, edit looks different, tweets, which is an English word. Configuration is changed, that all looks different. Yeah, so he did specifically mention he didn't change these, which is fine. They could be changed, but he said he didn't know where either, so that could be something. That could be a new issue I could create for somebody else to do as well. List of collaborators. So if you do commit to this repo that I have, your name can show up here. So I don't know why the pictures are struggling to load. Wow, that was slow. Mine hasn't even loaded. But when you contribute to this project and you get your code merged, your name can show up in the app. So we can see all of that. Looks like it was changed. And if we go back to tweets, we see add new category, cancel. I know where the cancel and create is, so like, I don't know Spanish, but I can see all the buttons are still in the same place. This says edit and then done, I believe. We click add. Ooh, here's one that's missed. Add tweet URL. Let's search for that word. If you didn't get it, it may not be localized. And it looks like right here, it is not localized. We have add tweet URL, toolbar item, that one. And then let's go to localizable. We see add tweet URL. And this is only in, interesting, it's only in the English and is that German ones? Okay, no, it's in all of them. Oh, it's because that's what it is in English. So, go down here to the localizable. I think somebody fixed this at one point. These technically all can go in this one. I don't know, I forget what happened with the German one. But technically, if we change this to add a tweet URL, I think it would work and be localized. So that is a bug on the app side, not necessarily the localization. And yeah, look at that, that's changed. Beautiful. To remove the amplify stuff, Yash, I haven't removed it yet. I think I will after soon. I think at the end of October, I think I will. Once all the PRs are kind of merged, then I probably will. It's Dia Yan. Is that right? Let me know. Because I do want to get it correct. But I will be removing the amplify stuff. Okay, good, that's right, thank you. I'm gonna remove the amplify stuff probably end of October, once like all the PRs emerge, because Susanna, I think, is gonna get one more in for Hacktoberfest. Would that be your second or third one then, Susanna, for the lock screen widgets? And pretty much any of these that are hanging, whoops, not those, the issues. Any of these that are still hanging around, I'll comment back to the person to see if they have done them, and then just remove them if they're not done with them by the end of October, and then I'll start making like a whole new build and everything. You're striving for 4 total. Lock screen widget will be 3. You could probably pick up a small one if you want to get all 4, because you only have like a week left, I think. It's 22, yeah, you have a little over a week left. Also, a quick design issue that might be good. As a starter issue, the settings screen would be better if the GitHub logo and report a bug button wasn't blue. Yeah, that could be a small one. I'm not too worried about them though. I think it's okay. So we do have this, which I manually changed. That's not really on him though, so I'll probably just add that back later. So can I please have the what's new screen too? Yes. So I'll make an exception for you. Generally I don't have people do 2 issues, or you could prioritize. You could do the what's new first and then do the lock screen widget one second. It's your first time joining your live stream and hearing about this project. Yeah, thank you for coming. How did you join the live stream? Because I only tweeted it and put it on my Instagram. So, how'd you find the stream? Oh, the question of why I decided to use AWS. So, I'm not a fan of it. I would say not a fan. It was not too bad. The reason I chose this was this project started as a 24-hour hackathon. So the basics and pretty much what is on the App Store right now. Oh, why am I assigning this to me? Oh. Oh no. Susanna, can you go and comment on that so then your name can pop up in the assignees? And they'll do that. Or I can just find your name actually again. I don't know actually. Can I assign you an issue that you haven't commented on? Because that would be weird. Technically you would be able to assign anybody. Yeah, I think you have to comment on this for me to assign it to you. That's interesting. Didn't know that. You follow me on Twitter and saw the tweet. Awesome. Yeah, so I used AWS Amplify because this started as a 24-hour hackathon, and what happened was the basics of the app and pretty much a majority of what's on the App Store right now was the hackathon project, and we just used it because I think Kilo Loco did a video about it, around the same time that I did this project, so that's why we chose to use it. And because we've never used it before, that's why we chose to try it. But the reason I want to rip it out is because when we change the model, so if you look at the App Store version versus what is on the dev branch right now, this is what the App Store looks like. You only have a little folder, you can't choose other icons, versus you just saw, you can choose icons. And basically, when we wanted to add new properties, like you can see right here, we don't have the time of the tweet versus the current version does have the time of the tweet here. That wasn't there. When we added a bunch of properties to things we wanted to add to like see on the tweets, you can't do that with Amplify to like just create a new data model because it's erasing all the data, which is not good because that's the whole point of the app, is to save data. Not save data, but save the tweets that people want. So that is a big issue. What am I going to replace Amplify with? At the moment, I'm just going to replace it with a JSON file that's in the Files application. And then later, it may possibly be replaced with the Twitter API because they have a new endpoint for bookmarks specifically. So somebody could use this and use the Twitter bookmarks and then later see them in the app as well. But I haven't decided on doing that yet because the API is very limited. So we will see on that side. But at the moment, it's going to be replaced with just a normal JSON file. So let's finish this PR. So everything looks good on my side. The files that were changed, we have ES for Espanol. That was added here. Did he add... Okay, so he did add this in the proper spot. I forget what happened to the French one. Somebody somewhere fixed it, but that wasn't merged yet. You worked with the bookmarks API not long ago. Oh, that's awesome. What did you think of it? Because all you can do is basically fetch your bookmarks and add bookmarks and delete them, right? Like there's nothing else you can do with that API. And that's all, and that's the rest of it, so we should be good. The thing we could check if we really wanted to would be like, let me put it over here. So we can go to Google Translate, we can go to Spanish and English and just be like, double check his translations, which I trust that these are all good translations and I saw most of them, so. Enter copied URL, yep, that looks like right. Here's a good one that's longer. You can contribute to this project. This project is open source on GitHub. Visit the link below, contribute. Yep, that's pretty much what I have. So I am good. So let's check that one, and that one looks good too. So here we go. Click approve. Tag who it did this, which was Joel. So Joel originally actually wanted to do a watch app, but because Amplify doesn't work with watchOS, that's another reason to kind of get off of it. So cool, we approved it. Now I'm gonna stop the project. also switch my scheme back to English. Switch back to dev, and let's just hit merge. Oh, so here is the last part that I forgot to show. And I need to type get pull, but not run it yet. Is this workflow. So I'm gonna click approve and run. The workflow that I have in here is under actions. And all this does right now is just run SwiftLint. So I clicked approve and run. Yeah, there we go. So it should be running. We can go to details and we can see the action itself start to run. Thankfully, it's small, so it only takes like a minute too. You thought the learning curve to using the API is steep. I think it can be. I haven't done that one. Actually, the bookmarks one, yes, I think it is more involved because you have to actually log the user in and like authenticate them because you're grabbing their specific bookmarks versus right now, the way I'm using the API, you don't have to do that and you can only use you only have to use the bearer token because we're just fetching different tweets. We're not actually fetching specific users' tweets. And look at that, the job just ran. Everything was good. Let's go back. If we refresh the page, because sometimes GitHub struggles, we see all checks passed. Hit merge. I'm just gonna capitalize that and that. And there we go. 2 PRs are merged. So if we go to brain marks, and now we do get pull, we have the Spanish localization in here. And I wanted to do add tweet URL. This, I need to look for that text. So this needs to change like that for the all the other localizations to work. And because this is my repo, I can do what I want and commit directly to dev. So I'm going to do that. Fix, add. There we go. And then I can git push and commit directly to this because this is my repo and I'm allowed to. But there we go. Okay, we almost did it in an hour. We have 5 minutes left to do the last one. It's gonna take more than 5 minutes, but here we go. The last one. Let's wait for that to finish as well and run it. So yeah, for everybody joining, thank you for dropping by. We've got one more to go, and I appreciate you dropping by, and let me know if you have any questions on how we're doing this open source repo, but then also be sure to like the video so it can get, you know, all the YouTube algorithm things. Maintainer pushes to main. Prod no longer exists. It happens. Thankfully, though, you can't immediately push to prod for App Store, app-related things, which is nice. It's nice and generally usually not that nice, but for this it is. So I'm gonna collapse all these. I need to fix the the German one, but I have absolutely no idea how to fix that. I don't know if I just need to drag it under there and it is fixed. Let's see. No, this totally is something different. Somebody fixed it somewhere. I can't remember. Maybe it's on an old PR somewhere. I need to look and do that though. This is still loading. Music is kind of weird. Sorry, I'm moving all my things. That's why it's like continually getting smaller, bigger and smaller. So if you have a CI/CD pipeline, you can probably push it straight to the App Store, sort of. Yes, you definitely can do that. I don't have it set up in that way to do that right now. And I'm kind of following just a... Why is this still struggling? I follow a way that like one of my previous jobs pushed to like production. So like everybody is on the dev branch right now, which has like 274 commits. What is on the App Store at the moment is main, which only has 141 commits. So there are a lot of things behind. And one commit ahead. That's funny. What is the one commit? Oh, the one commit is v1.1. But basically, yeah, I'll merge everything from dev into main and then push the version, the branch, or yeah, what's under main, I will push that to the App Store and create like an archive and everything. But I have to fix the bug first. So that means what I'm actually doing is branching off of main, doing the bug fix. I also added telemetry deck, so it's analytics. So I have to figure that out as well, and then I will push to, then merge to main, push main to the App Store, and then later merge dev. Why is this taking so long? Okay, we're just gonna open it again. Sometimes SPM freaks out switching branches constantly. Okay, while that is loading, because that is taking its time, let's look at this one. So, progress/closed on issue 182, which is highlight hashtags. So you can see we want to highlight the hashtag pretty much like what what Twitter does. I was reading this and it said YouTube. So I'm going to also change this to say closed. And actually, let me go back to the issues. Did it close the localization? Okay, we have localize app to French, and then this one, I can unassign him now because that one is done. And there we go, the issue itself is still open, which is good because people can always keep adding other languages. I think somebody is. Portuguese, I think that's already in there. Is Portuguese in here? No, did I ever assign it to him? Oh no, I did assign him. Oh, I just unassigned both of them. Oh, I'll just keep it unassigned. If they come back, they can do that again, because I don't know why. Maybe unassign that one. Oh, have to drop off. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day or night, whatever time it is. Okay, so we did that. Let's double check how this one works. So this one had a lot of issues before. So his screenshot looks good. Words and tweets preceded with the hash symbol now appear highlighted in Twitter blue. Add function to highlight. Add example tweets to AWS. Run the application. Look through collections for saved tweets containing that. Words with the will not be. Okay, that's kind of confusing. So let's go ahead and look at it. So we had chatted, we will put the SwiftLint disable in here. Generally, I tell people just don't put that or ask me, because we don't want to disable the SwiftLint rules. There's a reason they're there. But this one we've talked about and is fine. These are in the model extensions, AWS tweet, and these are pretty much just used in the preview, so they're pretty much fine. And then let's open this Xcode is still struggling to download that package. But let's look at tweet card. And here we are, tweet card, line 49, and then 170. So use this text view to highlight and numbers and tweets following Twitter hashtag rules. Only alphanumeric characters directly after a after a hash symbol will be highlighted. Any other symbols before or after will not be highlighted. Come on, why is this not working? Quick help. Okay, the pop-up is struggling. Maybe it's because Xcode is also struggling right now. Let's see. Let's go to File, Packages, Reset. So I want to show the quick help to double check that this was all formatted properly. It should be. Oh, there we go. Now it's all coming back. I don't know what that was about. Okay, that's still struggle busing. Okay, we can still look at the function. So it's this whole function and then, yeah, the preview card. So tweet contains hashtag output. So we're splitting everything initially by a space. And then if the first character in some kind of phrase, a word, has a hashtag, void highlighting the first part of the word preceding a hashtag. Hashtag index +1 plus suffix. Oh, that's interesting. He added a space. I would not have added a space right there. But that's fine. That can be like that. I'll maybe change it later. If let suffix, hashtag plus suffix, first index is not a number or is not a letter. If the following word is not highlight. So basically what happens though is we have a text element called with a hashtag, and then if it has a hashtag the right way, it adds this foreground color Twitter part. Otherwise, then it keeps adding this plus and adding and tacking on text elements to like the whole text element is kind of what happens. Oh, it finally loaded. Let's run this. Let's run this one and see what happens. Copy link. See if we can find any edge cases, because I could dissect the logic some more and figure out if I wanted to change how that's written, or I could just accept the way it is. So let's add a new one. Hit save. Oh, so here we can see. Okay, that's all correct. Those are all blue. I'm gonna delete this though. That one looks good. That one looks good. That's the same tweet. Let's see. Can we find one of my tweets that break this? Copy. And I deleted those actually so we can just see them all at the top too. So that all looks good. There is a bug in this app that I kind of do want to fix of like, if it has a YouTube URL, the URL is disappearing. Because if you have a picture, that is changing. So this has a picture and a, what is that called? A link. And it's like getting rid of links is sort of what's happening. Let's see. Okay, iOS dev got highlighted. Ooh. What is CloudKit and MapKit? Oh, wait, no. The and ampersand thing did that. That's interesting. And then you can see link to courses. That link is completely gone, but the image is there. So that's kind of a bug eventually to fix. Do I tweet with more hashtags anywhere? Ooh, let's look at this one. Oh, this is very heavy. Oh no! The link is invalid. How is it invalid? Oh, I think it's because... Oh wait, did it just finish pasting? I don't know, something weird just happened. Oh, website just clicked go up. Come on. Okay, maybe we'll have to figure out why that link is not valid. That could be a bug. But otherwise, I think it looks like everything works. I think I've found edge cases here and there. Oh, let's try this last one. So yeah, you see the link right here? That's just completely gone. Oh no. Which is not something that should happen. But the Swiftling and hashtag stuff all looks good. So let's go ahead and accept this, I'll say. Ooh. We have a trailing line. They added a trailing line violation, so I'm gonna fix that. Maybe I'll do it in up here, suggestions. So we can go here. Where did they add that? They added it at the bottom of the tweet extension, I think. Yeah, so there's an extra, is there an extra line? 84 and 85. It doesn't show up on mine, but gonna head off. See ya, Yash. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for dropping by. So I'm gonna go ahead and check this. I think everything should be good. It looks like it is. Let's go review, click approve. Oh, I forgot to comment saying good job. Okay, let's run the workflow. So now I have all of these branches on my computer. There we go, that's all the ones I want. Oh, there we go, and it ran. Oh, this is beautiful. It only took like 40 seconds. All checks. Let's merge. Merge PR, highlight hashtags, add code to highlight hashtags. I'm just not going to put anything there. Confirm. And there we go. We only have this one draft PR, which is fine. And then let's double check, did this close the issue? Okay, it didn't. That's fine. We'll just manually close it. Yeah, you can see he was kind of messing with the PR, so he opened and closed a bunch of them, which is fine. But it's kind of funny. So now we do git pull. Let's see if that new line thing is still there. And the package dependencies have to fix themselves. Again. Yeah, I can't wait to remove Amplify. I have to find time to do that. Maybe I'll stream it as well. We'll see. So yeah, if you've gotten this far in the video, it's almost been an hour, or it's a little over an hour. So if you do want me to stream when I'm fixing that bug that I have of moving everything from AWS Amplify over to that just JSON file that I'll be saving in the Files application, let me know in the comments below for that. And that's like on the comments, I believe on the actual video, because you can comment right now on the live stream, but let me know in the actual comments of the video too as well. Susanna, you definitely do? Yeah, I have to think of how I want to do that, but Swift packages are struggle busing. I may need to delete derived data soon, because I want to make sure this all works before we head out. My contacts are dry. Oh, Susanna, I remember you saw this, the picker selection issue. There's a reason for that, and it has to do with Amplify. So it's because you're creating like a fake tweet. That's sort of why that's happening. Yeah, it's picker. It's in add URL view. It is because of this. Because we have like a fake category that we're creating, the ID actually doesn't exist in Amplify, and that's why that happens. Okay, come on, this needs to like fix itself. Oh, now it's working after I click stop. You'll be glad for a different data storage approach. Yes, I found out it's only happens because I'm only saving data locally and I'm not saving it to AWS Amplify, not Amplify, but the cloud sort of portion of everything. And that's the reason there's a bug. If I did use the cloud, it would work, but then I would have to implement authentication in the app, which is its whole own ordeal. Ooh, there should be a space there. But can we run this? Come on, why is this not loading? Okay, there we go, finish, let's run. Build failed? Oh no, dev is broken, what happened? Oh, okay, cool, failed to download, that's fine. File, packages, resolve package versions. Here we go. Okay, I think dev is okay, I think it's just SPM is freaking out. Oh, here is what that add URL issue was, I think. For scheme Twitter. Huh, we'll have to look at that. If this does take any longer to load, I may head out anyways. But we'll see. Let's give it another second. That action is green, so that's good. So here's all the actions. Okay, they all take about almost a minute to run, which is not too bad. I've been trying to think of what other CI/CD things I could add to this, because SwiftLint is very small, but it is something, but maybe we could add other things to it as well. We need to add unit tests. There are some unit tests in here. Yeah, there's unit tests for one feature that somebody built, but I do somewhere at some point want to add more unit tests, and then the CI/CD could run the unit tests. That's something I do really want to do. Look at all these contributors. We're at 20. That's so fun. Maybe we could double check that contributor code, because that struggled to load. But it looks like this is struggling as well. Contacts. But I think that will be it for today. So let's turn the music off here. But so what we did today was we were able to merge 3 PRs into my open source repo called Brainmarks. That is in a link in the description below. And thank you to everybody for dropping by and seeing how I maintain this repo. So those were just 3 PRs. I'm excited for new ones from Susanna and others as well. But yeah, so that's all we did today was merge those 3 PRs, check all the functionality, make sure everything works, review everybody's code, which thankfully are all small PRs, so we didn't have to review anything super crazy. And thankfully, we also did not have to do any merge conflict stuff. But that'll be it for this live stream. And again, thanks for everybody for dropping by, and I'll see you in the next video.